What makes business research strong enough to answer a real problem? The answer starts with methodology, the structured way research is planned, carried out, and analyzed. In this video, you will move through the main parts of business research methodology, from design choices to ethics, evaluation, and justification. Research methodology is a systematic framework for planning, conducting, and analyzing research. It helps keep the process consistent, objective, and aligned with the research problem and objectives. Its main components include research design, data collection methods, sampling methods, data analysis methods, and ethical considerations. 02, 03, 04, 05. A robust business research methodology is essential because it supports validity, reliability, and the ability to address the research problem effectively. It involves choosing suitable designs, methods, tools, and processes. These choices shape how data is collected, analyzed, and interpreted. Business research design can be exploratory, descriptive, or explanatory. Exploratory research investigates new or poorly understood phenomena and often uses qualitative methods such as interviews and focus groups. Descriptive research gives a detailed account and often uses surveys and case studies. Explanatory research focuses on causal relationships and can use experiments and regression analysis. Research design should match the study objectives. In the example of affordable electric vehicle adoption in Norway, a mixed methods design combining exploratory and descriptive research is presented as ideal. It allows both in-depth understanding and measurable insight. Data collection can use primary or secondary sources. Primary data comes directly from participants through surveys, interviews, and focus groups. Secondary data uses existing credible sources such as industry reports, academic journals, and government publications. The source also points to library searches, internet searches, and both online and offline publication media for literature. Sampling decides who or what will be included in the research. Probability sampling uses random selection to improve representativeness, while non-probability sampling focuses on specific groups through approaches such as convenience or purposive sampling. Sample size depends on scope, objectives, and available resources. Qualitative and quantitative data require different analysis approaches. Qualitative analysis can use thematic analysis to identify recurring themes, with tools such as NVivo helping organize the data. Quantitative analysis can use descriptive statistics and inferential statistics, with tools such as SPSS or Excel supporting hypothesis testing and prediction. Ethics are a core part of research design. Participants should be fully informed about the purpose of the research and agree voluntarily. Data should be kept secure and anonymized. Objectivity should be maintained to avoid bias, and ethical guidelines set by institutions and organizations should be followed. A research plan moves from objective setting to completion. The steps include defining objectives, selecting a design, identifying data collection sources, deciding sampling method and size, choosing analysis techniques, ensuring ethical compliance, and setting a realistic timeline. This creates a clear route for the study. Research methodology also needs monitoring during implementation. Regular reviews, such as weekly or bi-weekly progress meetings, help track progress. If challenges appear, the plan can be adjusted, and evaluation metrics can be used to check whether milestones and objectives are being achieved. The material also highlights theory selection and literature review as part of methodology design. This includes choosing appropriate theories, conceptualizing the research phenomenon, justifying theoretical choices, and developing a theoretical framework. It also involves critically reviewing key literature, considering reliability, validity, acceptability, literature types, and reference style. Methodology should be evaluated against the research objectives. Critical evaluation asks whether the chosen methods can answer research questions, test hypotheses, and deal with practical and ethical challenges. The source describes methodology as the backbone of a study because it supports reliable and valid results. Methods should fit whether the study is exploring a topic or testing a hypothesis. Reliability means results should stay consistent over repeated tests, and validity means the research should measure what it intends to measure. Standardized procedures and pre-testing questionnaires are given as ways to support both. Quantitative methodology is suited to testing hypotheses and generalizing findings. The source highlights questionnaire design and distribution, including clear, unbiased, and relevant questions, often using closed-ended formats for measurable responses. It also notes the advantages of quick data collection from large samples, while warning of possible non-response bias. Qualitative methodology is useful for exploring attitudes, motivations, and perceptions. Interviews may be semi-structured or unstructured, observation can examine behavior in natural settings, and case studies can give detailed insight into specific instances or organizations. These methods provide rich understanding, though they can be time-intensive and involve subjective interpretation. 02, 03, 04, 05. Mixed methods combine the depth of qualitative work with the generalizability of quantitative work. The source presents this approach as comprehensive because it triangulates findings and supports both measurable trends and deeper explanation. It is also described as more demanding in resources and expertise. Practical choices affect how the methodology works in real settings. The source mentions data collection tools such as online survey platforms and audio recording for interviews. It also points to stratified sampling for diverse demographic groups and to timelines for surveys, interviews, and analysis. When methodology is designed for a defined population, the population should reflect the research objectives. The example population is Norwegian consumers considering or owning affordable electric vehicles, with age, income, and geographic distribution noted as important demographics. Sampling may be probability-based for representativeness or non-probability-based for specific groups. The source introduces several methodology types for specific contexts. Action research focuses on solving problems through cycles of planning, action, and reflection. Intervention research evaluates the effects of planned changes, while non-intervention research observes existing conditions without altering them. Cycles of action and review. The selected methodology should support the objectives while following agreed ethical guidelines. The source justifies combining surveys and interviews because surveys provide standardized data from a broad population, while interviews provide deeper insight into attitudes and motivations. It also stresses cross-referencing data, neutral phrasing, careful participant selection, flexible timing, and consent for recording. Ethical compliance is explained through informed consent, confidentiality, voluntary participation, avoiding harm, and transparency. Participants should understand the purpose, process, and their rights. Data should be anonymized and securely stored, and participants should be free to join or withdraw without consequences. Strong business research depends on methodology that fits the objectives, uses suitable tools, and follows ethical practice. You have seen how design, data collection, sampling, analysis, evaluation, and justification work together. When these parts are chosen carefully, research becomes more reliable, valid, and useful.